Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
John C. Reilly, the master of range, heart, and humanity on screen. Few actors in Hollywood embody versatility as effortlessly as John C. Reilly. With a career spanning more than 3 decades, Reilly has built a reputation as one of the most dependable and transformative performers of his generation, equally at home in gut-busting comedies, gripping dramas, heartfelt indies, and even animated blockbusters. His unmistakable presence, emotional honesty, and ability to disappear into both leading and supporting roles have made him a beloved figure for audiences worldwide. Early life and acting roots. John Christopher Reilly was born on May 24, 1965, in Chicago, Illinois. Growing up in a working-class Irish-American family, Reilly discovered acting through local theater programs and eventually pursued formal training at DePaul University's Goodman School of Drama. His stage background shaped the grounded, character-first approach he would later bring to Hollywood. A dramatic debut and rise. Reilly made his film debut in Brian De Palma's Casualties of War, 1989, and immediately proved his dramatic chops. Roles in Days of Thunder, 1990, Hoffa, 1992, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, 1993, and Boogie Nights, 1997, helped cement his reputation as a serious, deeply intuitive actor. Directors such as Paul Thomas Anderson, Martin Scorsese, and Terrence Malick frequently sought him out for his authenticity and ability to add emotional layers to every scene. His performance in Magnolia, 1999, as a lonely, well-meaning police officer remains one of his most memorable early roles, showing his immense range long before the public fully recognized it. Comedy icon. A new era. While Reilly built his foundation in drama, the 2000s revealed another side of his talent, a fearless, brilliant comedic performer. His collaboration with Will Ferrell in Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, 2006, and Step Brothers, 2008, turned him into a comedy legend. The chaotic chemistry between Ferrell and Reilly resulted in some of the most quoted scenes of the decade. Reilly's commitment to humor, never winking, always fully invested in his character, became his comedic superpower. Few actors can deliver absurdity with such sincerity. Voice acting and global recognition. A new generation discovered Reilly through his role as Wreck-It Ralph in Disney's animated hits Wreck-It Ralph, 2012, and Ralph Breaks the Internet, 2018. As the misunderstood video game villain turned hero, Reilly brought warmth, vulnerability, and humanity to a character who instantly became a fan favorite. Critically acclaimed performances beyond comedy and animation, Reilly continued to take risks. His portrayal of Dr. Watson in Holmes and Watson, 2018, while polarizing, showcased his willingness to experiment. Meanwhile, films like The Sisters Brothers, 2018, where he co-starred with Joaquin Phoenix, reminded audiences of his deep dramatic roots. He also received an Academy Award nomination for his supporting role in Chicago, 2002, a musical that further demonstrated his ability to cross genres with ease. Why John C. Reilly endures. John C. Reilly's success comes from a rare combination of qualities. Authenticity. He inhabits every role with truth, whether comedic or dramatic. Range. Few actors transition so seamlessly between genres. Humility. Despite his stature, Reilly often chooses ensemble casts and character-driven stories. Longevity. His adaptability has kept him relevant for over 30 years. He's not a typical Hollywood star. He's a craftsman, a storyteller, and a performer who makes any film richer simply by being part of it. A legacy still growing with recent work in television, winning time, continued appearances in film, and a respected career on stage. John C. Reilly remains one of the most dynamic and treasured actors working today. His ability to bring humor, heart, and human complexity to every role ensures that his legacy will continue to grow. John C. Reilly, Hollywood's shapeshifter, a career defined by heart, humor, and relentless craft in an industry that often reduces actors to types. John C. Reilly has built a career on refusing to be predictable. He slips between genres: drama, comedy, musicals, animation, indie art films, like a character actor with a leading man's emotional weight. For more than 30 years, Reilly has remained one of Hollywood's most quietly influential performers, elevating every movie he touches with warmth, sincerity, and unmatched craftsmanship. This is the story of an actor who never chased celebrity, yet became one of the most admired talents of his generation. Chicago Roots, where it all began, born on May 24, 1965. On Chicago's rugged South Side, John Christopher Reilly grew up in a large Irish-American family. Chicago wasn't just home, it was the foundation of his identity. Reilly often credits the city's working-class energy, sense of humor, and theater culture for shaping him more than Hollywood ever could. He attended the Goodman School of Drama at DePaul University, where he received classic theatrical training. While many young actors dreamed of fame, Reilly was drawn to ensemble work, craftsmanship, and truthfulness in acting, values that would follow him throughout his career. A dramatic force, early works and breakthrough roles. Reilly's film debut came in Casualties of War, 1989. Handpicked by Brian De Palma, it was a tough, morally complex war film, fitting for an actor whose strength lies in finding humanity in difficult situations. Throughout the 1990s, Reilly built an impressive resume in dramas, collaborating with auteur filmmakers. Paul Thomas Anderson cast him in Hard Eight, Boogie Nights, and Magnolia. Reilly became one of Anderson's defining ensemble players. Martin Scorsese gave him emotionally rich supporting roles in Gangs of New York and The Aviator. Terrence Malick brought Reilly into the poetic world of The Thin Red Line. His performances from this era radiate raw, unpolished authenticity. Whether portraying a troubled officer, a flawed husband, or a vulnerable underdog, Reilly always felt real, never glamorized, never hollow. A comedy revolution. From drama to cult icon, the 2000s revealed a new John C. Reilly to the world. A comedic powerhouse. His partnership with Will Ferrell, along with his collaborations with the late Adam McKay, transformed Reilly into a cultural icon. Talladega Nights, 2006, as Cal Naughton Jr. Reilly embraced absurdity with total sincerity. His comedic timing became legendary. Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, 2007, a brilliant parody that required acting, singing, and physical comedy. Over time, it became a cult classic. Many consider it one of the smartest comedies ever made. Step Brothers, 2008, Reilly's role as Dale Doback solidified him as a comedy titan. The film has become one of the most quoted comedies of the century. What set Reilly apart was his complete seriousness in ridiculous situations. He never winked at the audience. He played comedy the way he played drama, truthfully. Voice of a hero. Wreck-It Ralph and a new generation of fans. In 2012, Disney introduced Wreck-It Ralph, a movie with heart, nostalgia, and a misunderstood villain in need of redemption. Reilly's voice work gave Ralph soul, emotional nuance, and humor that resonated with kids and adults alike. His performance helped the film become a modern animated classic, a box office hit, a franchise, leading to Ralph Breaks the Internet, 2018. Reilly didn't just voice Ralph, he shaped him, often ad-libbing lines and influencing the character's personality. Return to drama. A mature artist at his peak in the last decade, Reilly has returned to dramatic storytelling with renewed depth. The Sisters Brothers, 2018, co-starring with Joaquin Phoenix, Reilly delivered a career-best performance as a compassionate, morally torn gunslinger. Many critics hailed his work as award-worthy. Stan and Ollie, 2018, as Oliver Hardy, Reilly showcased heart, melancholy, and impeccable physical transformation. Winning Time, 2022-2023, his portrayal of Jerry Buss, the charismatic Lakers owner, was electrifying, funny, warm, chaotic, and heartfelt. It reminded audiences of his capacity for layered, dynamic characters. What makes John C. Reilly special? A rare combination of talent and soul. John C. Reilly stands apart because, 1. He doesn't act, he embodies. Reilly transforms into characters with a blend of empathy and realism rarely seen in Hollywood. 2. He elevates everyone around him. Directors love him. Co-stars adore him. Reilly makes every ensemble stronger. 3. He takes risks, not safe roles. Musicals, westerns, parodies, dramas, children's movies, he never settles into one box. 4. He brings heart to everything. Even his comedic characters have emotional depth. Dale Doback, Dewey Cox, Cal Naughton Jr. 5. He has stayed humble. Despite an A-list career, Reilly has avoided the traps of fame, keeping family and artistry first. Legacy. A career still blossoming. John C. Reilly's legacy is defined not by blockbuster numbers or celebrity gossip, but by craft, longevity, and emotional truth. He is a dramatic heavyweight, a comedic icon, a beloved voice actor, a respected stage performer, a champion of character-driven storytelling. Few actors have ever demonstrated this level of range, and even fewer have done it with such consistency and heart. And the best part? John C. Reilly still seems to be getting better. John C. Reilly, the reluctant star who became Hollywood's most reliable soul. Some actors dazzle with glamour. Some dominate with charisma. A rare few win audiences with pure heart, emotional truth, and craftsmanship. John C. Reilly belongs to that rarest category, an actor whose presence alone elevates a scene, whose performances linger long after the credits roll, and whose career quietly shaped modern cinema across multiple genres. For more than 30 years, Reilly has built one of the most diverse, respected, and emotionally resonant bodies of work in Hollywood. He is an actor's actor, a comedian's comedian, a filmmaker's most dependable collaborator, and an audience's quietly beloved favorite. To understand John C. Reilly is to understand the power of authenticity in an industry built on illusion. Growing up in Chicago. The making of a true character actor. John Christopher Reilly was born into a large Irish-American family on Chicago's South Side on May 24, 1965. Chicago is crucial to his story, not simply a birthplace but a cultural engine that shaped his worldview. Reilly grew up surrounded by humor, hardship, community, and the kind of unfussy honesty that would later define his work. He wasn't groomed for stardom. He wasn't a polished Hollywood product. He was a kid who loved acting because it felt like a calling. Theater roots at the Goodman School of Drama. He honed his craft at DePaul University's Goodman School of Drama, where he learned classical technique, discipline, and the art of ensemble performance. Chicago theater emphasized collaboration over ego, something Reilly would carry throughout his entire career. From the beginning, he wasn't interested in being a movie star. He wanted to be a great actor. Breaking into Hollywood. The early dramatic years. Reilly's film debut in Casualties of War, 1989, set the tone for his early career. Serious, emotionally intense work. Without fanfare or flash, he carved out a niche as a character actor directors trusted. Key early dramatic roles. Casualties of War, 1989, moral complexity in wartime. Days of Thunder, 1990, early collaboration with Hollywood A-listers Hoffa, 1992, working with Jack Nicholson and Danny DeVito Georgia, 1995. A raw, music-driven dramatic turn Boogie Nights, 1997, a breakout role that showcased humor and sensitivity Magnolia, 1999, one of his most tender, heartbreaking characters. His early work with Paul Thomas Anderson was career-defining. Anderson saw something in Reilly others overlooked: vulnerability, warmth, and emotional intelligence that could anchor even the largest ensemble. He quickly became known for bringing soul to supporting roles, the guy who made movies feel human. 3. The unexpected pivot. Becoming a comedy legend. What makes John C. Reilly extraordinary is not just his talent, but his willingness to leap from the safety of dramatic prestige into the chaotic world of comedy. Talladega Nights, 2006, the turning point. Reilly's chemistry with Will Ferrell exploded onto the screen. Their comedic energy, loud, childish, chaotic, and strangely heartfelt, was something audiences had never seen before. Step Brothers, 2008, a cultural phenomenon. Dale Doback became a comedy icon. The film became endlessly quotable, endlessly rewatchable, and endlessly beloved. Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, 2007, a parody so smart, so committed, and so musically impressive that critics now call it one of the best comedies of the 2000s. Reilly didn't just play Dewey Cox, he transformed into him. He sang every song. He played every emotion. He went all in.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.